Okay, we're back on again. Now here I've got all the tools that you're going to need outside. It's probably about 35 degrees outside right now. I'm kind of crazy for doing this, but I got a party to plan for. What you can see here is I've got a charcoal chimney set up full of charcoal. This is the dome to the smoker. We'll get to that in a minute. This is the bottom to the smoker pit. And what I've got in here is a pretty hefty amount of charcoal, probably about 7 or 8 pounds, maybe 10 pounds of charcoal. And you can see that I've put some chunks and some chips in there. We're using just regular old Kingsford blue bag charcoal. I put some chunks and some chips in there. Down here, you can barely see it, but right here there is a coupler here, and that's where the fan is going to go. All the other vents on the bottom, there are a couple other vents. There's one right there. If you didn't have a Barbecue Guru, you would regulate temperature by opening and closing the vents. Problem with that is if you're doing stuff overnight, it just sucks. My smoker was about a $300 investment. The Barbecue Guru was another $300. I would not trade either for anything. Alright, let's look at this. This is the hood. There's another section over here that you really can't see, but there's the center section. That's where the grates and the water bowl go. We'll get to that in a minute. This is the hood to the smoker. It's got a vent on the top that you leave open all the time. You don't want soot building up in there. You'll also see that this has a thermometer on it. Now maybe tomorrow we'll show you how accurate this is. The answer is not very. So always rely on your other thermometers. Don't rely on what the equipment that you are given, because it's probably not as accurate as what you buy in the store. Again, keep the vent open at all costs. Now we're going to run the cables for our thermometer down through the vent hole. We'll do that. We'll show you how that works in a little bit. Again, this is my pit. It's all ready to go. There's lots of wood in there, mostly cherry. There's 2 little chunks of oak in there just to give it a little different flavor. So this is pretty much ready to go. Here's my chimney. I'm going to put the lighter cube under there, get it going good and hot. When it's done, I dump the coals on top of the hot coals on top of this, and what happens is as the coals burn, they light the ones underneath. I don't have to refill it. Those aren't lit. I'm going to put the hot coals from here on top of there. They're going to burn down, and this thing will stay going for probably, well, given the temperature outside, probably about 10 to 12 hours. We may have to replenish charcoal tomorrow. We probably will, and I'll show that step for my purposes. Those of you with a Masterbuilt will not have to do that at all. You just have to keep putting chips in, which is the part that sucks about a Masterbuilt. Is there's only so long that those chips only stay about an hour, hour and a half or so, and then you got to refill them. That's just part of the deal. I'm lucky in that I have charcoal. The charcoal adds smoke flavor, but those chunks and those chips, those are going to burn for 5 or 6 hours, just like that. So I'm going to get smoke penetrating the meat throughout. Well, that's all I need to show you out here to prep. I'm going to show you the rest of the prep inside, which includes getting the meat ready to go. And then we'll get this baby started. And I'll be back with you tomorrow morning after I get the stuff prepped. Okay.